Hey ladies, today I'm going to be reviewing Quiet Place. Um, First time I saw this, I saw the previews. At this point in time, I was really big into horror, so I just kind of had to see it. I used to watch The Office, so what's his name? Krasinski. I wanted to see like what he would do in this first. I think he not only did he star in this, but he directed it. And Emily Blunt, almost everything I've seen her in. What was the movie with her and Tom Cruise? Live, Die, Repeat. What else? She's really good in everything she's in, so had to check it out. First time I watched it, I really liked it a lot. Now that I'm reviewing it, watching it a second time, I don't know, I feel like it really didn't hold up. It's a lot more like meat and potatoes than I remember it being. It's basically just the family. They survive this post-apocalyptic, like these, like alien takeover, I guess you would say. They're the aliens that came to take over the Earth. They're really sensitive to sound. I'm assuming they're blind too. With creature features like this, I like to know as much as I can about the creatures. In this movie, a few things about the creatures kind of made me curious. Uh, One is like, do they eat anything? We never see them eating. Who knows how long would they were? Because they come like on these asteroids to Earth, so who knows how long they were on those. Um, but when they land, they're fully grown and just ready to go. Uh, yeah, we never see them like bite anyone. They kind of remind me of like lickers from Resident Evil. Never bite anyone. They always just swipe everyone to kill them or to silence them. Uh, I've seen them like get burned and shot and nothing happens. I have one question though. If they're so like sensitive to sound, they're constantly making noise, especially when they're like hunting. I wonder like why do they never show them fighting each other? Found that kind of interesting. It's like if when anything makes a noise, they just attack. Why don't they like constantly attack each other? But who likes a nitpicker? Um, what else did I notice? Oh, another thing. In movies, you almost want to see like characters, be smart and like do everything they can to survive whatever they're going through, be it drama or just like surviving to live. And I realized they lost their son on day 82, but I mean, in a post apocalyptic world, are you really going to get like pregnant right after? I mean, I just couldn't see myself wanting to have kids in a world to where you just can't make any noise. I realized that they would really like miss their child, but I don't know. And then you already have, I mean, you still have two children. It's not like it was like an only child. As messed up as that is to say, life does go on. But I mean, would you really want to bring a child into a world like that? Especially when they don't even know how to defeat the creatures. Later on, there's like this. She has this earpiece, and it allows her to create this. The only daughter. It allows her to create this frequency that just drives I think they're called Death Angels, mad. And when they're going crazy, they open up like their armor on their head, and then they expose like the weak part of their skull, and then they're able to shoot it. But when they're like hunting or looking for who made whatever noise, they're constantly opening up their armor. So you would think someone would like be quiet and then see them expose that, and you would almost think that multiple people will have exposed their weakness. But I guess around when that would be happening, people would realize that you can't really make too much noise. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they are like printing newspapers. There's newspapers that say like be quiet, don't make any noise. I guess they're attracted to noise. But I guess they tried their best with that. Uh, what else do I have? Yeah, just watching it this, I want to say it's the third time that I've seen it in order to review it. I really like the second one a lot more. I'm going to be reviewing that later, but the second movie, it's a lot better than this one. You basically just see how they live, how they've survived almost 500 days in this post-apocalyptic world. But I don't know, it was just kind of too meat and potatoes. My favorite scenes was probably one of the more emotional scenes that you get in horror movies. The dad sacrificed himself in order to save his two kids. The father and the daughter, they kind of had like I don't know, like the daughter, I guess she believed that the dad, even though I don't know if he knew, the youngest child, when he died, he had this toy and it made a lot of noise. And the daughter, she gave the youngest son the toy. So I think she believed that, it was her fault that he died. But, the world that they were living, if he didn't take heed of like the situation, I mean, eventually one of the creatures was going to get him anyway. But, yeah, he just didn't understand, he's too young to understand the situation. And he passed on, and the youngest daughter, she blamed herself. And that's what kind of motivates her to do a lot of things in the second movie, which I really liked. Um, but in this movie, it's just kind of like a tension between her and the dad. I don't think the dad really he's putting out too much tension, but I think she just really blames herself. So when he sacrifices himself, she wants to be more like him, but you don't get to see that until the second movie. So I really like that scene. It was a really tense movie. The whole third act, it was just like, nonstop tension. You want to see this family survive. Mom's having a baby on her own. Kind of reminded me of the scene in Prometheus when, what was her name? Shaw. She's having the alien baby removed from her stomach. Yeah, that was quite the scene. It kind of reminded me of that almost, but not as good. And then, all the way at the end, when we have this like open-ended ending where they figure out how to kill the Death Angels, and they shoot one, and then they see like three more coming in the cameras that they have in the basement. and they're just like ready to go. You know, all fear is gone because they realize how to defeat the creature. What else? I've seen talk that they're going to make a third movie. I guess Emily Blunt and John Krasinski, they didn't even want to do the second one. So they're saying that they're going to make a spin-off. I'd like to see that. I would like to see, like, what happens with the daughter and the son, to be honest. If they didn't want to do it, I mean, you could have killed off the mother at the end of the movie, since the dad died in the first movie, and you just have a movie with the kids. That's something that could be done. Or you could just, I don't know, I would almost like to see, let's say, someone else survive too, like their whole survival, like when it first began, how they became acclimated with living in this new world, and then eventually they run into the children. Maybe the mom dies. I would like to see that. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much how I would end this video. Uh, I like the second one a lot more than this one. I've seen it maybe 4 times. I'm gonna watch it one more time before I review it. But to me, it's a better movie. It's more action. Uh, they introduced some new characters played by really good actors. One, he didn't really get the shine that he should have got, but it is what it is. They show more of the world that they're living in now. Well, I'll leave it for the review of the second movie. What else have I got? Yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.